Hello, my name is Maddie. Um, 20 years old, and I'm adopted. And so my adoption story is that my dad had an employee, who came to him saying that I know your family already has adopted two children, and my sister's pregnant if you're interested in adopting a third baby. And so my dad talked to my mom about it, and they decided to adopt me through a closed agency, closed adoption, signed off on the papers, and I never knew who my birth family was, completely separate and everything. All I know from my adoption is that my birth dad is out of the picture. He was never really a part of it. And in Indiana, you have the option to, as a woman, to sign off on the paper saying that you don't know who the father is of your kid, which, in I guess my case, could have made it easier for her to give me away for adoption without his consent. Always grown up knowing that I was adopted. It was just kind of something I always knew. My parents have always talked to me about it. I see it as a selfless gift to the world. Once I turned 18, I had the option to go find my birth parents, and I decided not to, just because I've always grown up knowing the family that I know, and that's just who I am. And I never felt like this missing piece to go off and on some adventure to find my family or whatever. I have two other siblings who are also adopted, and I sort of look like my brother, but my sister has red hair, so never bothered me. We always think it's funny. And I think adoption is amazing. It's a great gift, and someday I hope to adopt at least one kid, maybe more.
Well, when I found out that I was going to be adopted by my Romanian foster family, I was really kind of cut off because my grandparents had just kind of finally, after my mom passed away when I was 7, I finally felt at home. And I was like, well, I'm finally being welcomed by this family. They seem to really like me. I'm getting along with them. And then, 9 months later, into a whole, adjustment, they say, we're going to have this American couple come take you and your sister to America. And I'm thinking to myself, are you serious? I finally just got a whole new family after losing my birth mom and my dad not wanting us at all. And you're saying that an American family is interested in us. All of a sudden, I kind of really lost respect for my grandma because I valued her so much in my life that seeing her wanting to give us up so easily, it felt like she was just quitting. She was just not fighting for us. And obviously, since I was only 9 years old at the time, I was kind of seeing it from a selfish perspective because I could only think about myself. But in the end, when I got to meet my mom the first time, I just automatically knew that it was the right thing. My mom and I we hit it off. It was just the weirdest feeling ever. Usually when you're getting adopted, you don't automatically warm up to your family, but my mom just had the biggest smile on her face. And I go up and she says Buna, which means hello in Romanian, and I'm thinking, wow, she seems really friendly. Maybe it'll be different because my foster family, I only got along with my grandparents because my mother really was abusive. So I wasn't really sure what to expect with this adoptive family. But when I saw how kind and open my mom was, I automatically some part of me just automatically knew that things were going to be better. It was meant to be. But, I can't say that I love being adopted, but I hate it at the same time because there's part of me that wishes that I didn't kind of lose my Romanian blood. That's what it feels like because I haven't been back there for so long that I don't feel like I'm very close to my roots. And the fact that I can't really speak the language fluently anymore really makes me feel kind of like I failed in a way because I wish I would have not been so stubborn. I was so stubborn when I came here because I wanted to become acquainted with the American culture that I said, forget about Romanian. I'll put that on the back. I'll think about that again sooner or later in the future when I might need to use Romanian again. And here I am 11 years later and I'm thinking, wow, I don't really know how to speak it fluently anymore. Kind of shaming myself, but that's the part that I kind of hate about being adopted. The best part though is I value my life so much. I value my family. I know they would do anything to help me succeed. they say that all the time. And the best part of it is that I have bad stress and anxiety, but my parents do not put the pressure on me. It's me that puts the pressure, so it's just nice that they know how to help me around that obstacle in my life. So it's a good and bad. I really would love to go back and visit Romania again, and my mom wants to do some missionary work this summer, which really I'm excited about. I can't say my language acquisition will be there, but I really like to do something for Romanian people. I feel like I need to do that. It's part of me. It's just I owe them that much. So hopefully it will be very successful because I'm very excited, and it will just make me feel close to home again after 11 years.
Alright, so my name is Kelsey Hughes. I am 19 from Orange, California. I am adopted. I found out when I was in like 3rd grade, I would say. I didn't react too well. I kind of went off on my mom and told her that I hated her, which was awkward, but gotten over it now. It was semi-open adoption. For about like first and second year I was born, they sent Christmas cards, and then my birth mom, she moved, so now we just don't send Christmas cards anymore. So I could have found out who she was, or even my birth dad who he was, when I was 18. Haven't yet, so there's no communication there. I can meet them now if I want to, which I do eventually, but I think I want to figure out my life first, and then I can kind of accept them and appreciate everything that they've done